That's right, my friends, nearly a whole year since Black Ops 4 released, a brand new impossible Easter egg has just been solved. And this takes place on the zombies map, Dead of the Night. Now, I'm super curious what your opinion is on Dead of the Night, if you've played it recently or played it when it first dropped. What are your thoughts on it? And if while watching this video you're just amazed at how obscure this Easter egg was to find, then let me know below and feel free to leave a like rating. Only takes a second and helps a lot of other people find out about this Easter egg. So what exactly is this impossible Easter egg? Well, to explain it in full, we need to go over a few minor details. First being that this was hinted at us directly by Treyarch back in, I believe, February or March, when they released the Dead of the Night music video. During that, there is a portion for a mere few seconds involving a character following a ghost into a painting before the painting seemingly lashes out at the camera, and it is a full 3D image of a spooky, weird woman coming out of the painting as a form of a jump scare. Now, from seeing that obviously confirms that that is something you can physically do on the map, but no one had any idea how to activate this. So for many months afterwards, people started hunting for this because obviously it existed on the map. Nothing really came to any fruition until around August time, when Glitching Queen posted a video showcasing exactly where the jump scare could be found by using a theater mode trick to actually see where the model was in the map. And it is behind a painting to the right side of the spawn. Fast forward 2 months and almost a year since the game came out, nearly a year after the map dropping, we finally have this impossible Easter egg solved. Now I'm going to show you exactly how you do it and what happens when you do so. Now, massive credit goes to TravTrax on Reddit for being the first person to discover this for the first time, and a big thank you to Actual Jump Scare. Funny name, I know, but they're the ones that actually managed to work out how to trigger this. And this involves a weird amount of setup before you can even start this, and by weird setup, I mean you have to have Pack-a-Punch open, you'd need to have built and crafted silver bullets, you're going to need to get Alistair's Folly and upgrade that to at least the Chaos Theory, and by the looks of it you also need to have all 4 of your perks bought and active. So once all of that has been said and done, which is a lot of setup when you think about it, you can finally begin this Easter egg. So how this works is incredibly strange, and this is why it's an impossible Easter egg, because no one in their right mind would ever do this. But all you need to do is run over to the painting with your Chaos Theory or Alistair's Annihilator, fully aim down sight at the painting and just non-stop stare at it for about 2 to 3 minutes. That means you cannot look away at any point in order for this to trigger. It's very peculiar. Now, this does work on solo, as you're seeing from my own PC gameplay here, but this also works for every player in a co-op game as well. In a solo game, the best method to do this is to simply shoot charge shots at the painting. That way it will kill all the zombies that are surrounding you and give you a lot of protection. It's basically the only way you can do this, and of course you have to reload, but if you keep your ADS button, your trigger, held down whilst you are reloading, you'll snap straight back into aiming, and that should still count as you aim down sighting at this painting. There is no telling when exactly it's going to happen for you in your game. For me, it actually took quite a while before I managed to get the painting to appear, but this can work for multiple players in a game. You can only see this once, but every player in a co-op game can go and see this appear for them, which is really cool. But as you see, it just pops out of the sort of painting like a 3D sort of pop-up, and your character does give a quote, like as if, you know, did that really happen? This is such an unusual Easter egg to me, because we've had jump scares on pretty much every map in Black Ops 4 Zombies, and this is a map that has multiple jump scares. This is the second one on that map, but it's very unusual compared to what we've seen before, because it's a full 3D model that's been textured and worked to look exactly for this specific moment, where it has a sort of cel-shaded 2D 3D look to it. And when this happens, you can see the painting artwork completely disappears for this zombie to appear and scare you. but there's no chance in hell anyone would have ever discovered this, because no one in their right mind would stare at a painting for multiple minutes at a time, ADSing non-stop. This is 100% definitely, in my consideration, an impossible Easter egg, because no one would ever think of doing something like this. This is definitely in the same league as the Drak heart Easter egg that got solved a few months ago. This is indefinitely an impossible thing, because no one would ever stare at a specific part of a map for that length of time. It just doesn't make sense. Perhaps Treyarch noticed that no one discovered this when they were putting out the music video, so decided to include the shot of it so that it would get people looking and searching. But now that has all culminated in this Easter egg finally being solved, I'd love to know your thoughts on this down below in the comments section. What are your opinions on this style of Easter egg? Do you feel like it's pointless and silly for something like this to be hidden away from the most obscure steps possible? Like, if Treyarch didn't even show this within their trailer, I doubt that anyone would even know that a jump scare like this existed, nor would anyone even try looking for any other Easter eggs on these maps. But I do think it's very cool that we can tick this one off the list, and that there is indeed still a lot of mystery and Easter eggs still to find in the Black Ops 4 Zombies maps. So whilst the dust is settled and we're waiting for the new zombies, there is still a lot of things that we haven't uncovered yet, and this is just probably one of many more obscure Easter eggs left to discover. If you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest news when it comes to zombies and Modern Warfare and beyond, be sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one that you watched today. If you want to see an impossible Easter egg solved on Black Ops 2 Zombies earlier this year, you can go ahead and check the link down below in the description. You guys really loved that video, but if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.